Project Necromancer is a concept that stretches across the past, present, and future of Star Wars. However, some fans believe it only relates to Palpatine's return. Well, hold on to your lightsabers as we dive into what's really going down on Mount Tantiss.
There is nothing of greater importance to secure the future of this empire.
However, some fans won't like the direction it's heading in.
Unnatural.
Let's start off with what's really going on, and then we'll get into what they're setting up before Palpatine's return in episode 9, and we'll have some fun and speculation along the way. So to fully understand the extent of what's going on here, we first need to understand Mount Tantiss and what it really represents within Star Wars. Now, Mount Tantiss is a name that echoes through the halls of Star Wars history. Originally conjured up by Timothy Zahn in his 1991 novel Heir to the Empire, this mountain on Wayland was once a vault for the Emperor's darkest secrets, and a cloning facility under the command of Grand Admiral Thrawn. Fast forward to today's canon, and we find Mount Tantiss at the epicenter of the Empire's cloning endeavors in The Bad Batch Season 3. Now, as we know, Mount Tantiss isn't just a relic from non-canon legends, it's the living, breathing part of the current Star Wars saga. The Bad Batch has rekindled its sinister purpose, showcasing it as the new heart of the Empire's cloning operations. The Season 1 final, Camino Lost, gave us a glimpse of the Empire's desperation to salvage the Kaminoan cloning expertise, moving what remained to Mount Tantiss. As Season 2 unfolds, the Bad Batch stumbles upon a crashed ship harboring a clone Zillo beast destined for Mount Tantiss, and the watchful eyes of the captive Nala Se. The beast, thriving on the ship's electrical remnants, becomes a growing threat. Our heroes, ever valiant, confront the creature and protect an unsuspecting city. But the Empire is always one step ahead, dispatching clones to reclaim the beast and silence any witnesses, forcing the Bad Batch to fade into the shadows. The plot thickens as Hemlock, driven by ambition, seeks to bend Nala Se to his will, using her bond with Omega as leverage. In a daring confrontation, Wrecker and Hunter stand against Hemlock's forces, buying time for Omega's escape, yet Omega, bound by loyalty, risks it all to save her friends, only to be ensnared herself. Within the cold walls of Mount Tantiss, Omega encounters Emre Carr, who drops a bombshell revelation. She's Omega's sister. As part of the daily clone routine, Emery extracts Omega's blood along with the other clones under the guise of research, while Nala Se, in a defiant act, destroys the sample to protect Omega from the Empire's prying eyes. Thereafter, the replication of the elusive genetic M-count, a measure of force sensitivity, but their experiments have hit somewhat of a wall until Omega's blood reveals the key they've been searching for. Emery's discovery puts Omega in grave danger. Her unique blood could unlock the secrets of M-count replication. With Palpatine around, Nala Se can no longer shield Omega's sample from analysis. As the truth comes to light, Omega's fate really does hang in the balance, and the Emperor's grand plan inches closer to fruition. Now, at this point, it's time for Project Necromancer to step forward. In the shadowy corners of the galaxy, Emperor Palpatine's schemes cast a dark shadow across the stars. His latest venture, Project Necromancer, is shrouded in mystery, with whispers of its significance echoing through the corridors of Mount Tantiss. It's here, in the opening salvos of The Bad Batch Season 3, that we catch a glimpse of a vault so secure it might as well be a fortress unto itself. Guarded by the imposing figures of stormtroopers and clone commandos, and shielded by energy barriers reminiscent of those in Moff Gideon's Mandalorian stronghold, this vault is a clear sign of something monumental. The contents are a series of tubes, each encased in metal, each a beacon of ominous potential. These aren't just any tubes, however. They're the lifeblood of Project Necromancer itself, a scheme to resurrect Palpatine should he fall. Fans are on the edge of their seats at this point, with theories abound about the early clones that float within, possibly the precursors to Palpatine's next vessel. The sequel trilogy gave us a peek into the project's yield, most notably the enigmatic Supreme Leader Snoke, but Snoke was a mere stepping stone, a failed experiment in the grander scheme to engineer force-sensitive clones with a midichlorian count, a measure of force sensitivity, to rival the Emperor himself. Snoke's origins are a tapestry of genetic enigma, a strand-cast clone woven from the DNA of various beings. Could the likes of Grogu or Omega have unwillingly contributed to this tapestry? It's a question that stirs the imagination. And then there's Dathon, Rey's father, the one failure Palpatine couldn't bring himself to destroy. Instead, he relegated him to a life on Exegol, a life that might yet serve a purpose to Palpatine. Dathon's story is a curious one, marked as a failure yet spared. His existence could hint at a larger role in Palpatine's intricate plans. But the vault holds more than just human-sized pods. I've spotted one that looms larger, hinting at the possibility of a clone Zillo beast. And let's not forget a tantalizing tease in the season's trailer. the Sage Ventress, thought lost to the annals of history, her death seemingly final in the pages of Dark Disciple. Could this be another of the Empire's attempts to harness the power of the Force through cloning? What could her return mean for the galaxy, and could it signal a new story about to unfold? Within the labyrinth of the Empire's darkest ambitions, Dr. Hemlock emerges as a figure of chilling brilliance. His mind, a veritable hive of malevolent genius, is poised to unlock the secrets of Force-sensitive cloning. The path he treads is one of untold potential, a path that Dr. Pershing will later navigate in the Chronicles of the Mandalorian. The creation of beings like Snoke and Dathon was not the work of mere moments, but the culmination of years of relentless pursuit, a testament to the Empire's unyielding resolve. As we ponder the Vault's enigmatic contents, we're drawn to the necessity of Force-sensitive donors, those rare individuals whose midichlorians are the keys to the Empire's grand designs. The final season of The Bad Batch may shed light on these pivotal figures, and among them, we already know Grogu stands as a beacon of interest to the Imperial remnants. His past, shrouded in the dark aftermath of Order 66, leaves us to wonder if he too lies within the depths of the Vault. Speculation runs rampant that Gideon, Dr. Pershing, and the Imperial Remnant sought Grogu for their cloning experiments. Being of the same species as the formidable Yoda and Yaddle, Grogu's potential for a high midichlorian count is undeniable. Dr. Hemlock's quest to transfer high levels of midichlorians to a new host could make Grogu an invaluable asset in the Empire's scientific arsenal. The last glimpse fans had of Grogu in this point in the timeline was his harrowing escape from the Jedi Temple, shepherded by Kelleran Beck. Despite Kelleran's heroics, the possibility that Grogu fell once more into the Empire's clutches cannot be dismissed. Could Vader himself have claimed Grogu as a prize, delivering him to the Emperor's stasis tanks, where he would remain suspended between life and the Empire's grand designs? The Vault's other inhabitants are likely a collection of failed clones marred by midichlorian degradation, left to serve as a grim reminder of the Emperor's relentless experimentation. Likely unwilling to use his own blood for such experiments, the Emperor probably sought another with a midichlorian count to match or even surpass his own. With Yoda beyond reach and Luke Skywalker yet to rise, Grogu becomes the prime candidate for the Empire's twisted purpose. The Mandalorian has already showed us Grogu's significance, both to the Empire and the Jedi, which means his high M count and the untapped potential of his DNA may well be the linchpin in the Empire's grand scheme. As the story unfolds, the true extent of Grogu's role and the fate of those entombed within the Vault will come to light, revealing yet another layer of Palpatine's grand plan. Star Wars The Bad Batch Season 3 is the thread weaving through the tapestry of the entire Star Wars saga, bridging gaps and illuminating the dark recesses of the Empire's reign. Set in the ominous era post-Order 66, the series confirms our deepest suspicions. Emperor Palpatine's cloning experiments began almost as soon as he declared the formation of his new order. His ambitions were to hold on to the throne. Even Vader, his formidable apprentice, was to be none the wiser to the true extent of Palpatine's plans. As such, a fusion of science and the arcane would have been deemed an abomination by Palpatine's allies. The revelations unfurling in the first 3 episodes of Season 3 are not just thrilling, they're revelatory, shedding light on the enigmas of the New Republic era. The Imperial Shadow Council's mention of Project Necromancer in The Mandalorian Season 3 Episode 7 is a testament to the enduring legacy of Dr. Hemlock's work. Their relentless pursuit to resurrect Palpatine from the grave is a chilling reminder of the Empire's unyielding ambition, but these dark experiments require more than mere clones. They need donors. Force-sensitive beings whose midichlorians are ripe for extraction. This at least explains the Empire's fervent desire to capture Grogu. The Shadow Council's efforts are fated to bear fruit. Palpatine's return in The Rise of Skywalker is proof of their eventual success, yet the Empire's brightest minds falter. Palpatine's new clone vessel is flawed, destined to decay. We can surmise that Season 3 of The Bad Batch will unveil the reasons behind the prolonged experimentation and the failure to perfect the clone, likely due to Clone Force 99's intervention to protect Omega. As The Bad Batch adeptly connects the dots within the current Star Wars canon, it also lays the groundwork for future narratives. Mount Tantus, as mentioned, was first introduced in Timothy Zahn's original Thrawn trilogy, and it was the site of the Emperor's cloning facilities used by Thrawn to amass his clone army. With Thrawn's confirmed return in the Ahsoka series, it really feels as though they're prepared to go all the way with filling this part of the timeline with concepts that are now part of Star Wars legends, and one can't help but speculate whether Dave Filoni's upcoming projects or the Mandalorian and Grogu film will be the moment they reintroduce Thrawn's clone army into the canon. The saga continues to expand, and with each revelation, the intricate design of Palpatine's grand plan becomes ever more apparent. As we delve deeper into the lore with the Bad Batch, we stand on the cusp of new discoveries that will undoubtedly reshape our understanding of the Star Wars universe. And to be honest with you, it seems like the Emperor has more backup plans than I do shoes, and trust me, that's saying something. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow Star Wars enthusiasts. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on any of our future Star Wars videos. Drop a comment below and let us know who or what you think's down in the Emperor's vault on Tantis. I'll catch you in the next one, and remember, the Force will be with you always.